Coaches, what's going on? Coach Ian Tatum here. Little pop-up live stream. Love doing these. Love to get on here and just talk a little ball with you guys. We got a ton of folks coming on in. So let me do one thing. I gotta go to the Twitter. I gotta add one thing to the Twitter post it just posted. Real quick. But if you guys are on here, please tap in with me. Let me know who's coming from where, who's watching from where, what you coach, where you coaching at, all those types of things. Real quick, I can't talk and type. List. Okay. There we go. So again, guys, appreciate y'all coming on, hanging out. It's gonna be a really, really good time tonight. If you are watching live right now, do me one favor. Right? I'm not gonna ask y'all to do a lot of things, but first, can you please go to Twitter? If you're watching this from Twitter, go and like and repost the Twitter post I made with the YouTube link, the longer one, not the one that just went live with the Twitter link, the one that has YouTube and stuff like that. Do that for me. I really, really appreciate it. Let's try to get as many guys in here as we can. It's a Saturday night, right? Bowl season's going on. State's getting their butt whooped, so I'm kind of mad about that. But let's rock and roll. Talking some offensive line play. It's gonna be a long night. My wife is out of town with her family right now. I'm chilling. We're gonna be talking a lot of different types of things. So let's go ahead and get the check-ins going. Right? Got some guys coming in. Billy Laser, my dude. He's always commenting on my YouTube videos. A lot of love for that dude. Appreciate him a lot. Coach Troy Taylor, long time buddy of mine. Always looks out for me, so I really appreciate him. 5 in the arena, Coach Jake. Coach, appreciate him. He's in Fayetteville. Jack Britt, he also has 5 in the arena. He's training business out of Fayetteville. So, and my dude Ethan Shelton, my guy. Appreciate you coming and tapping in, guys. If you're coming in, you're watching. Make sure you're doing that for me. Go and repost that tweet for me. Where I'm going to go on here and make sure everybody it's good and everybody sees it. Appreciate you, Jake, for doing that. Guys are coming in. Yeah, I'm trying to funnel people to YouTube. It just helps out, but I also want to put it on Twitter. It's a little easier to find it on the Twitter. So I want to make sure I did that. Make sure I get out of some tabs so I don't lag any. Guys, if this sounds good, make sure you hit like on the video. And then again, like on that post and retweet it. That would be awesome for me. But guys, offensive line play, right? It's a thankless position, right? Whether it be the coach or the players, right? Got a lot of passion for the guys up front. They do awesome. And I want to do anything I can to help you guys and to help your players. Let me see. There we go. Coach Larry McRae, my guy. Shout out Coach McRae. Allen, Texas right there. Stand up. Let's see. Justin Tate. I see you, Coach. I appreciate you, man. I see you too. Appreciate you coming in. Look at the tweet. You tagged me in lots of great things. I've already seen that toolbox. Man, hey, that toolbox, it's really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. If you're not on that toolbox on Google Drive, hold on 2 seconds. Coach Swift puts out the coaching toolbox. Make sure you get on that. Look up Coach Swift on Twitter. Kevin Swift, King and Tall. Coach Fawcett, what's up, Coach? What's going on? Kind of just relaxing a little bit here on YouTube and Twitter, man. Get ready to talk about some offensive line play. Keep on rocking them in, man. Keep on signing in. I know people are watching in the background, don't want to talk too much, but it is what it is, man. Come tap in. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a great time. I am, guys, as promised on the post, I am going to give you a sneak peek into the Tatum Offensive Line Coaches Clinic speakers and the schedule they will be speaking. That full, transparency. Okay, that list and that schedule is fluid, right? It can change. I might get a coach that calls me like, Coach, I need to change the my time if it's available. But we will be checking that out. Not right away. Kind of get y'all to hold on for me a little bit. But that will be on the live stream. Trust me, you'll get to see it. Only probably 4 or 5 people have seen it outside of the speakers. So yeah, it'll be a treat for you guys to hang out. Make sure we're signing in who you are. Just a little comment in there. Trust me, it gets to me. It gets to me. For those that are living under a rock and aren't sure what we're talking about, there's the Tatum OL Coaches Clinic, January 25th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Yes, 12-hour day, right? We're going to have speakers talking about everyday drills, techniques, run game, pass pro, scheme, all these different types of things, guys. We've got great list of speakers you'll see later. High school coaches. We've got championship high school coaches. We've got great high school coaches from across the country. We've got several college speakers, and we have one pro speaker from the CFL. So let's see comments. There we go. Reggie McClure, appreciate you, big dog. Yeah, man. Hey, love talking offensive line play. That's just a passion of mine, right? All right, so this is where we're going to do things, right? This live stream is driven by you guys, okay? I have a couple of things we can talk about, but I want you guys to kind of fuel it. So if you have questions, you have anything you want to kind of like dive into, right? Kind of throw them off of me and I throw them back. Kind of just, a springboard, soundboard for you guys. I want to do that. If you want to come on the screen and talk, DM me and we'll get to talking about it. I can't have a ton of people on here, but if you want to come on and you want to talk, face to face, right, and have other people watching, it can be intimidating. But if you want to do that, please let me know. We will do that. Let's see, real quick. Okay, what is the ideal protection call for a dagger concept, slide protection? How would you go about that? I will get to that in 2 seconds, Coach. Tad Barton, please appreciate you, Coach, for hanging out. Coach Barton, coming and hanging out. All right, let's see. Coach Applefield, if you ever want me to jump in on any of your convos, just let me know. Former Rutgers University, Virginia, Baltimore Ravens, love to talk some offensive line. Coach Applefield, I appreciate you, big dog. DM me on Twitter. I'd love to get you on a clinic talk. My clinic series that I do, kind of like I let you just roll and teach whatever you want to teach. I would love to have you on there. If you want to come on right here tonight, that's fine as well. Just let me know. All right, here we go. It's a tough name. Let's see. Q-Lock? I don't know. Coach Eric, appreciate you, big dog. Here we go. Nate Hughes, thanks for doing this, Coach. Learning a lot from your YouTube channel. Hey, man, anything that I put on my YouTube has either been passed down to me or it's been a collaboration for the guys that I really value. Kevlock, okay? Kevlock. I don't know. Kevlock. Let's do Kevlock. Sounds cool. Eric Kevlock, appreciate you, big dog. All right, Coach Selton, let's get to your question right here. So, what is the ideal protection for your dagger concept? So, for me, dagger, okay, is it's a kind of a medium throw, right? It would be 10 to 15 yards down the field, can be considered a medium throw. So you're going to need a little more time than a slide protection can give. And the reason I say that is because on slide protection, the C gap, one of the C gaps is going to be covered by a skill guy, or even a tight end, whoever you want to do that. And they're not getting paid to pass protect. So I would say a half slide protection. I'll just go ahead and share my screen. We'll kind of just hop into this right here real fast. I have access to the huddle playbook, but I kind of like drawing up on the whiteboard, kind of giving that on the board feeling. So everybody can see that right there. We are going to just draw up half slide, right? And for us, let's say we go half slide to the left, because that's where the one technique is. You can have whatever you want out here, right? You can have, let's say you have your X, your H, right? You'll be running, that's an awful line. Don't worry about it. You're running your dagger. So for me, I would slide to the left. We're going to go half slide to the left, right? We're going to start the slide with the center. So the tackle's going to slide. He's got the 5 technique. The guard is going to slide left. He has the B gap, eyes on him, okay? And the center is going to slide to his A gap and block him, okay? But for all intents and purposes, these 3 are blocking these 3, okay? That's how we're going to do it. Okay, so we're going to slide left. We're going to man on the right, okay? Man on the right. Running back has 1 to 2 outside to his play side, okay? Anything hot off the edge is quarterback's guy, okay? So these 3 have these 3. Quarterback on the running back checking 1 to 2. Step up here, okay? He comes, block him, okay? If he doesn't, if he stays back there, okay, he's going to check 1, doesn't go, check out the 2, then he'll check out and he'll do whatever. He can run a Hank route, he can burst off the mic, whatever you want, or he can just stay solely in the protection right here in this A gap. Because based on protection, this gap right here is going to open up because they're sliding and they're sorting out man on man over there. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so right there. So that's what I would do. A little half slide if we were going with our dagger concept. All right. Let me bring it back to the StreamYard. Let's see. I tell my guy to check the triangle and pass protection. Yep, that triangle, man. Guard, center guard, tackle with the 2D lineman and the linebackers they designate. Send them to come up and they'll say, "Hey, Mike 52, right? That's sliding to that guy." And the backside is manned up. Okay, on the 3 technique. Coach Stevens, how you doing, man? Don't like that thumbnail you got right there, your profile picture right there of the Steelers. But everybody's welcome. Come hang out tonight. Appreciate you a lot coming in. Let's see. Anybody new? Let's see. Coach Ramsey. Okay, we call the protections by threats. First, second, and third to either side of the football. Hey, man, if you want number system is good. If your guys understand it, they can teach it. It's awesome. Love it. Let's see. Anybody else new came in and see their comment? Said, why not? Well, Coach, I'm a Ravens fan. That would be why not. And yeah, I don't want to hear anything about y'all beating us because we beat y'all last whatever day it was last week. Because they played like 3 games in 10 days, so it was kind of hard to keep up what day it was. But we beat y'all anyway. And my best friend is a Steelers fan, so we go back and forth. All right, Coach McCord, what is the footwork for your protection? So, to me, you can teach wherever you want. If you are an old school guy and you do kick slide, teach kick slide. All right, if you're a drive catch guy, OLP drive catch, do it. Right, whatever works for your guys. Now, I've gotten to more of drive catch, but honestly, it's the same thing in reverse. Which one are you doing? You kicking first and sliding, or you pushing off and catching yourself? So whichever one the kids can grasp. My kids ended up grasping drive catch a little more, so we did that. Right, so they're in their stance. Right, they have an outside defender. Right, they're going to set on and they push off the inside, their inside foot, and they catch themselves with what they call it, the bike stand, kickstand, whatever you want to call it, with your outside foot, right? We keep an outside leg to crotch relationship with the defensive lineman, and I teach independent hands as well. Let's see. I don't know why it's pushing some comments all the way to the top. So helps to personnel, the OL, because we don't switch the man or some side. Also, let's run back. I got you. Hey, Coach, whatever I'm one of those guys that whatever you teach it, right? Whatever I teach works for me. Whatever you teach works for you. Let's make sure we get good at it, right? Let's see. Coach Applefield, the kick slide will bite them in the back on when they get to the higher level football. It will, right? So it depends on what level you're at. Right, it depends on all those things. So I prefer drive catch. That's always been good for me, and it's been proven. Bobby Silva, hey Coach, do you have any overload formations you like? Woo, hopping in hot and heavy, right? All right, let's see. Yeah, I can let me pull up some stuff, some overload. Let me pull up huddle. I will put huddle on for this one. Let's see. And again, guys, I need to check my phone. If y'all want to come on and hang out with me uh live, let me know. Let me see. All right, present. Share screen, playbook, share. Cool. All right, so there's some playbook. Y'all use different things. That's cool. I found this is good. I'm a big on balance guy. That's just has worked well for me. I think a lot of guys spend a lot of time on it. So it really depends on what you mean by overload. Do you mean like unbalanced and pulling a tackle over, having a tight end backside, stuff like that? That's probably as simple as unbalanced as you can get. Still got seven on the line. The over receiver can do anything. He can go in motion. He can be tighter, whatever you need to do. We have many different ones where we'll go like a YY type formation. Okay, bring him in the slot. So now these guys are all, but you have a passing strength between the receivers, and you have a run strength with the YY over here. And running back can line up however you want him. That doesn't really matter. I'm kind of run through a lot of these, and we can kind of talk about them on the back end. He said we're trying to find some new ones for next year. Run a couple overload Wildcat sets. All right. So this right here, coach, this right here was really good for us. Goal line, 2-point conversion type of deal. So we would line up in this right here. Okay. You can go unbalanced with this. If you want, you can go him over here. You put him on the line, put him in like a wing, however you want to. You get creative and do what you need to do. But let's do a normal set with 5 OL together. So we go right here. I can put this goal line. So we would have two H back, next to each other. You could split them if you wanted. Do what you need to do. But really, I'm not gonna put defense on here because I'm not a defensive coach, and somebody will get mad regardless. So I don't care. But you have, you can go either way. Okay, and we always played off. I guess I'll do it. We always played off where they put their overhang. So let's just say they lined up like this, because they're gonna put somebody. They're gonna put two corners over here because they have to. Otherwise, we're gonna throw smoke screens till the cows come home. And they're gonna kind of line up like this. Okay. If they line up like this, okay, what we decided, right? Our running back, we can start in the pistol and bouncing. What we would do, we would have numbers. Let's say straight down the center, right? So everybody, these guys to the right of the center, these guys to the left. So we'll count the center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We bounce the running back to the left. Quarterback's now a runner. Now they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 with a safety coming over top. So what we would do is go student body left, okay, and run old school quarterback sweep. Okay, real simple, right? That's youth football. Guess what? It scores touchdowns, so it's good for me. Let's say that they are getting beat with that, so they bring another guy over, right? He bumps down the line of scrimmage. They bring him over to kind of bring numbers, or they bring him over here. Well, this is what we did next, right? So we would see this from the sideline. We would go quarterback sweep, or we would bring a superpower, right? So we would have blocking there, checking hip, blocking to the middle guy. We would bring him around for the wheel, block him out, right? We would go kick there, and wrap through. And we always give a bash fake, right? Because we wanted to hold these backside guys, give them something to look at that was pretty. So we would give a bash fake. Quarterback would lean into it. Now he's running. People call it counter. It is, but it's super counter, super power, whatever you want to call it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But we would do that. Wherever you want to put your apex outside linebacker defender, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to do that, that's what we would do. And that's a good play, man. And then If they want to start getting real nosy, right, and they start bringing this guy over, putting him in the sky, bring him apex, right, then we'll start throwing, right, because he's a blocker, because he's ineligible, right. Start throwing down screens and trying to get there. I mean, we're on the goal line, wherever you want to be, 5 yard line, whatever it is, right? We'll go try to get out there and score. We run similar double sniffer sets. We had a motion to flip the formation and snap it once they were set. Probably rush 200 on that. Hey, man, double sniffer's good stuff. Shout out to Austin Trotter. Some of y'all know who that is. That's my dog. Really big on double sniffer stuff. Let's pull this back. I'm really big on nub stuff. This right here is one of the most simple nub formations. This right here would be nub left gold for me. Nub left tells us that he'd be off. Nub left tells us that the nubs on the left, nothing's on the left, nubs on the left, how you want to call that. They're backside twins. Gold tells him to go to the left A on left B gap. You can stack him. You can put him into the C gap. However you want to do it, you let us know. And then you let them adjust. I don't know how they're going to play defense. Let them know. So they're gonna play like this. Cool, great. So now, that I love this nub formation, right? You can run whatever you want. You can run power strong. You can run counter weak. You can run your outside zone stuff to the tight end, right? You can run. You can flip your back, right? You can run power read to the right, right? You're oversetting everybody to the left. Run power read to the right, block down, pull around, send him out here to look good out here arcing, right? But now you're just reading this guy, right? Because they don't have many alley defenders, right? Make him declare, make them pull him out, throw bubble screens, bring the safety down, right? Make them declare what they're going to do. They're going to keep him in the end zone, okay? Love doing that type of stuff. I love bunch sets, right? You get in your bunch stuff. Right, you can get a little tighter. You can have your tight end guy if you want to do that. I love doing this to the boundary and into the field. Formation into the boundary is really good. Make them decide how they want to do it. They're going to solo this guy. Cool. Have this guy way out here. Right. Try to throw him up one. How they're going to set. They're going to leave this alley all the way open. Okay. We'll set a tear motion. Right. Tear motion. Will they run with it? Maybe, maybe not, right? We can still run all of our stuff right here. We can run power to the left, counter to the right, because we have this H right here and it's a wing alignment, right? So if they're going to sit there, let's say we go tear motion, he runs out, they bump over, okay? That's still a 6-man box in my eyes. Okay, still running, going there, to there, block back, pull around, okay, kick right there. Now it looks like some of y'all will say it's counter. Technically, I guess it would be counter, but whatever. Cut them off. Okay, quarterback right there. Okay. Formation into the boundary is really good. Make them overset and then come back to the wide side of the field. Okay. And again, we are offensive coaches on here, so everything looks good. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing that, bring it back. Let's see. Coaching points for down blocks. All right. So I did this on the Hog Football Chat the other day, whatever Monday it was. We talked about down blocks. So if let's just say I'm a tackle and I have 3 technique on my left side, right? I'm gonna down block you. Okay. So I'm going to step with my inside foot to split his crotch. Okay. That's my first step, splitting his crotch. My right or outside foot, right, is going to go step on his toes. Okay. So left foot through his crotch, right foot on his outside foot. Okay, inside hand goes through the middle of his body. Okay, or his play side number. Right side or outside hand goes through on his back. Right headgear on the front side, cut off penetration. I'm driving him down. Okay, that is down block 1-on-1. We can get a little more in depth when we get on the field, right, with those guys. Exactly how that works. If he's a war daddy, call that double team. If he's somebody you can just block, that's how we do it, right? So inside foot through the crotch, outside foot, step on his feet. Because step on his foot, obviously, trick or trade, he gonna stumble, right? Step on his foot, or you should step on the backside of his foot. So you're kind of like, if he's here, right, like this, you should be coming right here, okay, on the angle and drive blocking him down. But inside hand, middle of his chest, out backside hand on that back flap or through the like grab it and twist and run him down. Okay, that's how I teach a down block. And I put your screws on his screws to kind of don't give up penetration. Right. So that's kind of like down block right there. Hope you're doing great, Coach. Hope you're doing great. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Appreciate y'all a lot. We experimented with toss sweep and a bunch set with a heavy set. Didn't hit how we expected, but it was a great concept. Yeah, with your bunch stuff, guys, it really depends on what your rules are for like the blocking on the perimeter, right? Like I said, most dangerous. Go, right? Kids don't know what's most dangerous. They'll be like, oh, the point man, he's got a guy right here, that's most dangerous. But the guy it's gonna come screaming off the edge, but cross block things, right? Better angles. So it might be a better angle to have the point man go out, have the back left or back right, who the outside guy is in the bunch, come and cross block, have the inside guy wrap inside. So kind of figure that out, right? You can have a number system. You can kind of let them sort it out. You can kind of game plan it, right, based off of looks you might have. But I prefer to cross block guys because it's better angles than just most dangerous, right? Because then they'll all be like, oh, he was most dangerous. They'll all be 3-on-1, right? And the other two guys are making the play. So yeah, you got to determine on who's blocking what. Real quick, let me jump back to the top, make sure nobody else has commented. Super counter's nice. Appreciate you, Coach. Great formation. All right. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, guys, love that. Make sure, hey, if you haven't, make sure you go and hit like and repost. Like and repost that my post on Twitter. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm just checking this. Guys are tagging me and like following and stuff like that. We will get to the sneak peek in a little bit, guys. Promise. One more topic. We'll get to the sneak peek. Somebody drop a topic. Here we go. Coaching points for a sniffer pulling on GH counter. All right. Let's go back to Canva just because I can. Canva. Boom. All right. So I should have done that. Just make everybody go away. Boom. Like that. Cool. All right. So GH. Love GH. All right. So GH counter, right? So we're just going to block counter real quick. Not to bore anybody. Okay. So what we tell RH. You're going to line up in the B gap. Okay. We want the timing to work out. We want to try and get these guys a little movement, right? Okay. So we've done a couple of ways. We've done it where they take a whole step out and then come back around. We've had them where they just lean and go. We've had them just pick their foot up and go. All right, however you want to do it, we kind of have some type of a fake to the right. Okay, so we're going to kind of either lean, step, or go to the right, and then we're going to come back around. My thing would work. Okay, height off the double team. Okay, so I don't have them skip like a tackle. Okay, some people have them skip like a tackle. I don't do that. I have they straight up they tap their outside foot and they turn just like they're trap pulling almost. They tap, open up, and then they find the guard and they read the guard. Okay, they read his block. Because let's say that we have a spill team. Okay, let's back this up. Say we have a spill team where this end's gonna come inside. Okay, he's gonna wrong arm the trap, and we have to log this thing. Okay. So he's going to tap his outside foot. And he's going to run, find the guard. He's following him just like a tackle on GT. Okay. If he sees the guard's back, okay, means it's a kick out. He wraps inside. If he sees his helmet or his face mask, that means he's logging. Now you're just wrapping off the outside. Okay. Tie off a double team, right? And for the first little bit of camp and a couple of indie periods throughout the week, tight ends, H-backs come with me, right? They come and they get all that offensive line work. We work all this stuff. So they pull tight off double teams. They read the back of the guard. I see his back, I pull inside. I see his face mask, I pull outside. They do all that stuff with me, so I know that they're prepared to do it. Okay, so perfect. Let's say that they're not. Say they're a box team, right? And he's an outside C-gap defender. Okay, I pull same shoulder, same hip. Okay, kick this dude out. Right now, I tap outside. I get to turn to the left, and I get running. I read him. I see the back of his numbers, and now I pull tight off the double team. Okay, cut all this air out. Okay, because I can't draw. Okay, and I fit inside numbers. So if he is 52, I fit for the 2. Okay, why is that, Coach? Because the running back, he steps to the right, taps his foot, comes inside. He's getting the handoff. He's following you, H. He gets tight. I want to be tight as can be. He gets here. If you hit that 2, now we hit that way. Okay. If you hit him straight up, right through the middle, he can have a 2-way go, which is good. He can go that way or that way. Okay. But more often than not, there's going to be a safety down here. Okay. Or safety come over top. I don't want you to have to hesitate and go. Okay. I want you to go right now. So if we can dictate how I want the play to go, great. 52, tack the 2, fall right here, and I burst off of your block. Okay. Now if you do straight down the middle, that's fine. But if you attack the 2, where's the wheel going to go? Path of least resistance. He's going to go outside. Okay. If you go down the middle of him, he can go left, he can go right. It depends, whatever, right? So now it's a harder block for the H. So give him a number. Make sure he goes to that inside. I wouldn't say outside because I don't really want counter to spill out to the outside. I want to go straight up the pipe. So inside number, kick him out, cut right off of that block. Okay, so that's what we teach the H. Yeah, that's all pretty much the coaching points for the H. Okay. Lining up in the window between the guard and tackle. Yeah, that's where we line them up. You can line them up anywhere, guys. It's not that we're not that anal about it. It depends on alignment as well. You can have them in the B gap. Okay, you can have them stacked on the tackle. So I'll go ahead and put all of them stacked on the tackle. You have him in a true wing right here. Depends on his skill set. If he's not a very fast guy, you want him closer to where he's got to go. Okay, if you're running power, you want him to be right here because it's an easier J block. Okay, if you're running some type of a sweep, yeah, put him in a wing so he can come out here and set an edge. Okay, or he can get to the alley a lot faster. Okay, play around with the H's alignments and splits. Now you're going to be getting a tendency, right? You're going to be giving away a tendency based off so you got to be able to do everything you can out of those alignments. Okay, Coach Gardner, evening. Appreciate you, big dog. Let's see. I know you did pass pro video already, but can you go over why and why not would half slide versus full slide or any other protection, and what your preference is pass pro is without a back? Oof, okay. Let me do this. I said we did one more topic, and we would one more topic, and we would do the speaker list. Coach Gardner, it's guys, defensive guys coming in here. You only see even fronts. What I will say is, Coach, we saw a ton of odd front this year, a ton, and boy, is it lovely. I just put even front because we're talking ball right now. We can always hop in the odd front. Love blocking odd front. If I was head coach, I would want my defense to run an odd front. So I love odd front. Definitely not run away from that. Love it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, Wesley. But let me get to this topic real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me see how many people are watching. A crap ton. Awesome. If you guys are ready to see that clinic, the clinic schedule, type in like yes sir or something like that. No, I have to say yes. Don't say yes sir. That's weird. You be like let's do it. Right? Let's do it. Y'all type that in, and I'm going to get to all these notifications. People are mentioning and liking stuff that I asked. Let's see. Appreciate everybody for reposting. It's absolutely awesome. Coach McMillan, that's an awful picture of me, but it is what it is. All right. Awesome. All right. So let's get to this. And guys, like I said, this is fluid. This will change. Nothing is set in stone with this. I'm gonna make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. Oh, that's too big. My bad. Let's go back. Y'all be able to see that. It is what it is. Let's see if I can go plus. Everybody in it? Good. All right, everybody's in it for the first sessions. Okay, let's kind of talk through this a little bit. So, 8 o'clock, right? For 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing just a check-in, kind of we did in the beginning of this. Overview of the schedule again. We're check in. We're going to hang out. We're going to kind of get through what we're going through. And then at 8:30, Colin Prosser, I think it's Prosser. Colin Prosser, who's the OC and O-line coach at Northwest Missouri State. He's going to talk about gap scheme run. And then 9 o'clock, I've never heard his name said before, but I followed Coach for a long time. I think it's Siochi. Steven Siochi, who's the O-line coach at Bryant. He's talking about outside the zone, taking drills through the game day. Then Tanner Fleming, who's the offensive line coach at Carson Newman. He's talking about triple fundamentals, base blocks, and veer scoops. So all my triple guys, I've been begged for a long time to have triple coaches on. At 10 o'clock, Coach Jeep Wade, offensive line coach at Georgia Tech. I'm talking about quarterback run game. They do some awesome stuff in the quarterback run game, guys. If y'all haven't seen what the coach is doing down there at Georgia Tech, it's absolutely awesome. So make sure you tap in right there at 10 o'clock. Very big to have him on, right? We're awesome. He was gracious enough to do that for us. Then at 10:30, Daniel Pace, who's the O-line coach at Oak Ridge High School in Tennessee. He's talking about counter, protecting it with tight ends and sniffers. And then at 11 o'clock, the pro speaker, Steven Sorrells, he's going to be talking inside zone, creating good leverage from bad leverage looks. He coaches offensive line for the Edmonton Elks in the CFL. At 11 o'clock, Blaine Krause, he's the offensive coordinator at Midlothian Heritage High School in Texas. So we're talking about gap scheme run, RPOs, and then some indie drill work, which is always good to see. 12 o'clock, should be Andy Martinez, offensive coordinator at Archbishop Stepniak, I don't know, high school in New York. Talking about Buck Sweep with their RPO tags. Love Buck, right? Love Buck. And talking about their RPO tags with it as well. Okay, at 12:30, Justin Webb, who's the OC Antelope Valley College in California. Talking about RPO run game. My boy Danny Molson is the O-line coach at California High School in Cali. We're talking about gap scheme fundamentals. Okay. And then Michael McClanthan, I'm not sure. But he's the O-line coach at Saginaw Valley State in Michigan, excuse me. He's talking about wide zone. And then Greg Kleiman is the head coach, newly head coach at, I think it's Dunedin High School in Florida. Talking about install and being multiple with simple schemes. And then Spencer Lasker, who's the O-line coach here in North Carolina at Lake Norman High School. Talking about Pat's Pro Fundamentals. I need a speaker for 3 o'clock. And then Evan Spears, who's the O-line coach at state champion Arkadelphia High School in Arkansas. Talking about everyday drills, O-line mentality and culture, off-season development. And then Brandon, I don't know how to say Coach Brandon's name, but he's the O-line coach at Tomball High School, wide zone basics, and indie drill work. For all the Coach Caduti fans, everybody knows that Coach Caduti was at Tomball before he took over Fulshire, so kind of still running the same deals down there. Okay, and then my dude Brett Leggett is the O-line coach at Marvin Ridge High School here in North Carolina. We'll be talking working slant and angles in the run game. And then I need a speaker for 5:30 and a speaker for 6. And I have 2 guys that say they want to speak, but I'm trying to get them on the hook, get them to sign in for their times. So I'm really only looking for 2 speakers. So if you know a guy, let me know. And then David Karski, who's the offensive coordinator at the University of Puget Sound in Washington State. talking about short yardage packages, and then Max Oser, I think it's Oser, who's the O-line coach at Missouri University, S&T in Missouri. He's talking about inside zone read variations. Austin Hamilton, the O-line coach at Chattahoochee High School in Georgia. Talking about pass pro using the personnel you have. And Michael Wall, who's the O-line coach at Farmersville High School in Texas. Talking about how to make power encounter work against any front and our bear beaters. So, guys, that is the kind of speaker list and the schedule as of right now. I don't think that's going to change. Guys, I have DM'd so many people, right? And with recruiting and with schedule, the last week in January is the worst week, but that's like the best week for me, right? It's crazy. Like my wife always goes out of town the last week of January, right? It'll be a trip with the family or they're going somewhere with friends. So always like the best week for me to get on all day. But it's like the worst like recruiting week ever. But some coaches were able to make it work, make it happen, and I really appreciate them. So that's a little sneak peek for y'all. And this will be up. Nobody will watch it, but this will be up. But that'll be posted on New Year's Day. I already have one coach that just DM'd me saying he's going to get it right and get his deal, and I'm going to send that to him as we speak. Y'all kind of seeing behind the scenes how things work. It's a lot of copy and pasting in my line of work. Let me know. Let's let you know that. All right, back to the questions. Here we go. So, Coach, talking about Pass Pro. Hope you're still here, Coach. If you are, let me know. We're gonna get to your Pass Pro question, guys. I plan on going on for a long time. So, get your drink, hydrate. Let's get it right. All right. Let's talk about half slide versus full slide. Awesome. Half slide and full slide. Let's go back to my chalkboard and let's talk about it. All right. Okay, and I will do both just because Coach Gardner's here. Defensive coach, I'll gotta come in and rain on the parade. All right, so pros and cons for full slide versus half slide. So full slide, okay. So with full slide, every line, every OL has a gap. Okay, either to the right, to the left. So let's say we call our pass pro to the right. Okay, so tackle has his C gap. Okay, guard has his B gap. Center has his A gap. Guard has his A gap, and tackle has his B gap. Okay, and you either cross the back or you can line them up over here. And I'll get to your empty stuff in a second, Coach. So we all have all these gaps are covered. Okay, on paper. Okay, don't get into all this twists and stunts and bull. Okay, but you're hoping that defenses are gap sound. So you're hoping he has C, he has B, he has A, B, and C. Okay, so now you have to have somebody, whether it be a skill or an HVAC, have to block this backside C gap. So you block there, okay, which is an awful drawing because I would have him step up and replace the tackle, squeeze all the air out of it, right, and kick. So, in theory, all our gaps are picked up, right? So that in that theory, it's awesome. But what's not so great is that at the end of the day, unless it's a 3-step drop or quick game, right? You have, we'll go right here, and we're just running to one of the most simple, quick game concepts. We're running out fade, right? Unless you're going to catch it, boom, and throw it. Okay. That's not the greatest, right? Because you don't have a lot of time, right? Unless you're trying to throw something quick. Okay. So let's go ahead and erase all this. And the reason you don't have a lot of time is because you're putting a skill guy on a defensive lineman, right? That is not advantageous for us. Okay. Not advantageous for us. So what we would do is what we talked about a minute ago. Call us back. Is that half slide. Okay. So let's do it the other way because we already did to the left, to the right. So we're gonna slide C gap, B gap, A gap. Now, what I tell my guys is whichever side the slide's going, right? We're going to start, okay, the first down lineman. Okay. Uh so this nose right here cannot be a free runner. So yeah, the center play side is going to start the slide. Guard, if it's whatever half slide to the right. This guard right here, if he was to slide to the left with his man, he make the play. So I tell him, be smart. You're in the slide, right? So now he has to slide. Now he's not in the slide protection. Okay, he just has to set to his A gap. Okay, so if a guy would, so say he long stick, okay, he went there. Okay, we're not chasing guys. Okay, you've got him. You've got him. Okay. Oop, my bad. So you got to set to the inside and block there, and your man right there. Okay. Now, running back. Oh my gosh. Okay, running back. You're going to go opposite of the slide call. So we're going to pass slide to the right. You go to the left. Okay. You step up through the B gap because there's a guy right here. Now, and I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Just stick with me, coaches. Okay, let's say that he was here, and then say he's a nose. Okay, and you go here. That goes to the A. Okay, he's not. So you go to the B. Okay, awesome. Okay, you check 1 to 2 outside. So you step up. He triggers. Block him in the B gap. He doesn't. You go out to the outside rusher. Okay. And we game plan. If they don't have anybody come off this edge, we're not going to check 1 or 2, right? So, especially say we run some type of a concept, okay, where we're going to be reading this overhang guy, okay. If he comes, we're throwing it right there anyway, so we don't have to check to the outside, okay. So we would check 1 to 2, okay. If he stays back, he'll be here. We can run some of a burst off of this guy, however you feel like it. Okay, that's how we would handle half slide. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so I just like big guys on big guys. Okay, that's huge for me. That's huge for me. Hold on, guys. All right. All right. Sorry, my wife's texting me. I don't want to get killed. All right. Let's see. Coach, I see your inside and outside zone protections. Right. We'll get into that right now. Okay. Let's go back to playbook. See, do you have a check? Hold on. Do you have a check or tag for 3 or 4 man half slide, or is it rule based like 3-man slide versus odd? Yeah, it's rule based. So so in that look, okay, we had 13. So on the left side of the center was a shade, and on the right side was the 3 technique. If we're sliding to the right, the guard, since he has the inside technique, he knows he's sliding with us, and he's still man, and he still got slide to the A gap. So he's got to pick up that shade. And then if opposite is 31, 3 techniques on the left, and we're sliding to the right, he knows, okay, I'm just man with 3 technique. Okay, so we don't have to call a 3 or 4 man slide. It's just rule based. Okay, and then if it's an odd call, right? So if it's odd defense, they've got 2 head up fours and a nose, and maybe a guy off the edge, right? We know we base off the slide. Now the guard he's in the slide. He's sorting. It ain't man. He's sorting with us because he's got a nose that can go either A gap. So he's got to come on with us, right? He's got to slide with us. And then the tackle, he's head up on the 4 technique. Okay. And then the running back, it is true 1 to 2 check. Because they have an outside backer where he's apex or he's down on the line. He's true apex, and then he'll have a 1 to 2. Okay, and God, I'm having 1,000 comments. I'm losing a bunch of people's comments. 2 seconds. Um, and yes, even though you're still watching, I am having people join. I'll send you if anybody wants to join me on here. Okay, I assume Ethan wants to come on. We'll have him come on. If anybody else wants to come on and join me on here live and talk, please holler at me, DM me, put a comment in. I'll get you on. Okay. Here we go. Coach, when you draw up your GH counter plays, you have your guard pull and linebacker and your H kick. So on my GH counter, I had the H trap and the Y lead up. On the super counter, I had the guard lead up on like power, and then the H kicks. Only reason is because the trap is a little longer, right? I'll share that right now. The trap is a little longer to have to hold your block. Okay. Let's draw it up. So we went, I think it was this look right here. Let's say we went down to there. Okay, we skip pulled to there. He's back. Okay, he's there. And we trapped there. And we led through. I think that's the look you're talking about. Okay. And then bash fake. Go there. The reason I have a guard, because the guard's going to get there first. Okay. If your H is getting there first, you need to slow him down or move him out or tap his foot or something like that to slow him down. The guard needs to get there first. If the guard goes, this is a long development play. If the guard goes and traps this end, he's having to trap that end for a long time. Linebackers at depth. Okay, so I want him to skip, pull around, and get around the double team and get that extra 3-4 yards, whatever that depth that linebacker is. Say he's not triggering down now. Okay, he's got to pull around tight and meet that linebacker there. It's longer than that H going to kick. That's the only reason why. I don't want my guard having to kick for 2 extra seconds, right? Trapping the trap. Now we teach, obviously, we're talking about finishing and stuff like that. But yeah, something to think about. We skip pull the H, just like power on counter, keep shoulder square. Yeah, you can. Our guy wasn't great at it. We drilled it. We just following straight behind the guard was good for him reading and getting through. He's very athletic, but he wasn't good at skip pulling, right? He's not a lineman. So him running through the hole was better for him. Let's see. Yeah, some of them get shifted to the top. It's really weird. Okay. All right, Ethan. I'm gonna send you the link. Ethan. And again, if anybody else wants to come on, please let me know. My bad for being late, dog. I'm thinking Central Time. Yeah, man. East Coast, man. You an East Coast dude. East Coast, man. Love Coach Brown. I love him. Let's see. How do you? I did 2 things at this year. I had them shuffle and actual kicks, trying to decide on why. You talking about trapping? What are you asking about, Coach? Let's see. In your half slide, you're sliding to the quarterback's blind side, correct? Then the man side would be front side for the back and for the quarterback to identify any hot defenders. Yeah. If we were going to like full slide, my philosophy on full slide, we slide to where he's throwing. Okay. Just so he knows he's protected and he can kind of get it out, right? It doesn't matter as much. Half slide, yeah, we want to protect. We want to slide his backside, right? Because it's gonna be a longer throw, more than likely. So he's gonna have to, have a little more time. So we don't want to have the man side to his back. It also depends where they bring in pressure. They're bringing off the edge pressure. And we can tell that. We know a tendency. Hey, if we're on the boundary, we're gonna bring a guy from the field. We're gonna bring a guy from the boundary. We're gonna slide to the pressure. Um, and especially it usually happens with odd teams. Um, we'll slide to the overhang that's coming. Or if they align opposite of an H back, we'll slide where the H back's coming. I mean, we'll slide opposite the H back to the H back, depending on where they're going to be coming off the edge. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, made that. Yeah, appreciate that, guys. And yeah, I ain't keeping up with it. Okay. Well, we better win because I hate ECU. Anyway, and my dude Brandon Simmons played there, so I don't like ECU. Okay, how do you teach the steps in the slide? When we full slide, we did shuffles. I changed it late in the year to kicks. I'm just trying to decide what is best. I prefer to kick, right? Because if I shuffle, kids start clicking heels and all that stuff. Even though you coach it a certain way, it'll still happen. So I'm just going to cut the middleman. I prefer to slide, like the actual slide, actual set, whether it be drive catch or wherever you want to teach it. And I've gotten away from sliding, right? The term slide. Hold on. Two seconds, guys. I'm not starting to use the word sort, right? So especially if it's 3 for 3 on a slide side, I want them to sort because you might not have a guy come to your gap, but you still gotta keep your eyes in your gap and still feel for pressure, right? So sort it out. They might twist and stunt. I gotta have my gap. If a guy goes around and picks me, I gotta be able to get back around for a guy looping. So you gotta sort 3 for 3. Okay, so I like the word sort a little more, but yeah, I would still have them set to their gap. I'm gonna send this to my boy Coach Morangs. I know he said he wanted to come on. I can find out where he's at. There he is. Let's see if he'll come on. Shout out Philly. All right. In your half slide. Yeah, we're talking about that. Anybody else supposed to say anything? This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. I'll go ahead and I'll draw that up against odd front. Just so coach don't laugh at me. Okay. So let's say let's say we got trips over here, whatever. Doesn't matter the formation. He's out here. Okay, that's an awful B. Don't judge me. Okay. So we're gonna draw on against odd front. He's way down here. I'm an idiot. All right. There we go. So we come out here. Okay. They're gonna play like this defense. Okay. And however you want to have guys out here. Okay. We're gonna slide to wherever the overhang might be coming. Okay. So based off this look, where we would think pressure's coming from off this edge. Okay. Again, defense need to be gap sound. So we're going to assume that this is how they want to keep their gaps. Okay. I don't coach defense. I don't coach their defense. So it is what it is. So we're gonna slide to the right. Okay. So the tackle's gonna have C gap. Okay, more likely have this guy outside linebacker. Guard's gonna slide B gap, have this 4, more than likely. Okay, center's going to get hands on the nose. This is different. He's going to get hands on the nose and slide his A gap. Okay, so he's sliding A gap, but have hands on this guy. Guard is also sliding A gap to get a shot in on this nose right here. Then the tackle is locked up backside. Okay, so he is there. Now, running back, you're on the backside of the half slide. You're there. Now you're truly checking 1 to 2. Is this guy really going to come off the edge? Probably not. Okay, he's probably going to be playing his zone out here. Okay, triggering on bubble. Okay, or whatever. Okay, so your step up right in the big gap, and you block the wheel. Okay, so if they do some type of a twist game, he goes here and he loops. You sort it out. You have C gap. He should cross your face. He's going to loop. One goes away. One's coming to you. Ain't your birthday. He's going. Okay. If they do some type of a simulated deal, okay, he goes there. He creeps and then gets back in his deal and he comes. Okay. You have your B gap. Okay. So I keep shoulder square, eyes in your gap, be disciplined. Okay. He goes there. He goes there. We're 1 for 1 right there. Okay. He blitzes, backs him in, gets the ball out. Okay. So that's how we would handle odd front. Okay. Coach Moran is out and about. No worries. He's not going to join us. Again, if anybody else wants to come on, I'd love to have you. Questions are appreciated. Kind of go back to the first. First couple of questions. I'm running out of water, guys. Okay, here we go. Coach Moran, right on time. So, what's your approach to 7-man pass protection? Design protection with a guard pull, mimic your run concepts, full slide. Woo! Let's get after it. All right. So, obviously, guys, this makes me excited. I love this stuff. Back to Canva. And out. We saw everything with the even front. We have the H right there. Okay. We'll get to extra guys coming, all that stuff in a second. So, 7-man protection. What we would do it. Okay. Whatever deep concepts you might have, whatever it is. Okay. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not drawing up routes. This is not wide receiver. This is not wide receiver clinic. This is OL clinic. So we'll start with both. We'll start with full slide, right? So full slide to the left. C gap, B gap, A gap, A gap, B gap. What we've done is that we clamp the H off the backside. You can do them either way. We did a lot. When we used to do straight up 7-man protection, we were a huge same side team. So we want to make it look like power without pulling anybody right now. We would have him come in, give a fake, and then he would come off the edge as well. So quarterback gets the ball, puts it down here. Running back comes down. Now he stiffs off the edge and helps the H however he needs to. Okay. Straight up 7-man protection. Okay. And then he's taking his drop and he's throwing the touchdown. Okay. That's good stuff. I like it a lot. You wanted to do some half slide stuff with your 7-man, I'm with you. Okay. Okay. Now H sets up right here in the A gap, and the T is off this gap right here. Okay. So H would have him, T would have outside pressure. Okay. We've done that as well. Okay. You just got to game plan. You have to teach that stuff, right? That stuff just doesn't happen. Okay. We've also done this. Okay. We have gone slide, 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 kick, okay, insert, fake across to pick up anything. Okay, done that. Okay, that's a little power look. Okay, a little power read look because he's crossing the quarterback. Okay, so he'd have A gap, B gap, H has B gap, tackle has C gap. Okay, the pulling guard has the other C gap. He's trapping. It's not really a rat, it's a trap right there. Okay, so we've done our 7-man protections like that. Whatever you want to be comfortable with. I mean, it's up to you, right? We've also gone like this. Okay, B A trap the C. Okay, H on this side. Okay, pull the tackle. He sets up right there. Clamp the back. Okay, fake. Have him pick up anything coming in late. Okay, throw the whole shot. Not whole shot, but throw the touchdown. Okay, so we've done that as well, pulling for guys for protections. We've done all that stuff. Love it. Love it a lot. 2 weeks until AFCA. How you feeling? Are you playing on any breakout rooms or OL link ups? I'm going straight to cookout off the plate. Yeah, man. Hey, for anybody don't know, Coach Browning is from Durham. Well, he coached in Durham. And then I think he went to Livingstone, right? In Salisbury. But now he's coaching in Texas. So coming a little homecoming, coming back to Charlotte. Yeah, going to cookout. I feel you. I don't know. I might. I don't. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Shipman's going to do one for the Hog Football Chat. I don't want to get in his way, but I might. I mean, I know Coach Ray, Arthur Ray, the coach at Howard. He always does one I like to go to. He does a little breakout room. I might. You kind of get my gears flowing. So I'll be there. I'll be at AFCA. If anybody else is going to be at AFCA, let me know. That's like a week or two. Kind of thinking about it, it's kind of crazy. But I can put my time in. Woo! I got to put my time in. For that Monday. Anyway, so yeah, I might do that. Also, when they looped the T, would yell stunt. Do you have any calls? Yeah, I would usually say twist, 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 or out, out, out. Something. I let the kids come up with that stuff. Usually one syllable stuff. Kind of let them figure that stuff out because I don't want to dictate to them too much. And that's all my water. Okay. So yeah, I don't really dictate to them all that much when it comes to things they have to come up and say a lot. Yep, State's gonna lose, of course. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of how we do that. Appreciate it, Coach. All right. Can't have guys being shy on me now, man. Come talk. Let me drop back to the top. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Don't think so. So got 11 guys on YouTube hanging out. Guys, if you're on YouTube and you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that for me. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure everybody who's watching this, make sure you go ahead and like or repost. What's going on, Coach? What's going on? What was your go-to run concept this year? Was that new or different? Um, Starting off, it was power. Definitely, that's our first one of our first ones we put in. And then it evolved to kind of a 2-for-1. We would really run duo. We run ISO. That was really good for us. Unless we were running jet. Like we kind of had situations, right? If we wanted a downhill at you run, we would run duo. If we wanted to RPO a little more, we would run ISO, one back ISO. If we want to get outside, we would go our outside zone. We would do our jet stuff. Yeah. Do you think A gap power is easier to go to than C gap power? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think probably I was just, I mean C gap power, man, that's what everybody does, right? Um well, like I mean, either one. I've been more of a C gap power guy, right? This is what we've been good at. 11 personnel, 20 personnel. I mean, it might be saying the same things, right? Just H back guy. That was our base personnel was 20, with the H back in the B gap. So if that's what you're calling 11, 11 for me is true Y on, which I love, especially against odd front. But we didn't do much of that. Um, rules for inside or outside zone. Woo! That's a whole clinic right there. Give me a second. What's your favorite odd front runs? Um, I like pin and pull. Love pin and pull versus odd front. Um, I love counter versus odd front. To be honest with you, I know some guys don't like counter versus odd front, but I love it. And we had like my right tackle was my best guy, so I was able to base the four technique more than I have in the past. So that was awesome. But usually we arc the place I tackle and kick the four on counter against odd front. Um, let's see. I think running back has a ton to do if you are A or C got power team. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna draw. We'll draw a counter against odd front. Okay. That's not gonna work. Select. All right. I gotta draw a whole defense in. You're an idiot. My bad, guys. All right. I'm not drawing the whole thing because I don't really care. All right. So for us, whether it be GT or GH, doesn't matter. Play side is gonna be the play side. So what we would do this year, we found this four technique was predominantly a B gap defender. So instead of trying to trap a big gap defender, we would just block him down, right? But if you have a guy that plays true knockback and wants to either two gap or he's just beat up the tackle, we would arc. Okay, so two ways to do it. Let's say he is a straight up B gap defender. He is slanting hard. Okay, so we would block him down. Okay, we would ace the nose backside. Okay, we would trap off the edge. Okay, cut him off there. Okay, we're running GH right now, obviously. Okay, and now when we pull, okay, if he's going all the way down, you need to take him all the way down to the A gap. Okay, and we pull off the tackle's block. Okay, and that's how we would run GH counter. Okay, um, that's one way we would do it. When we didn't know whether or not this guy was going to be big gap player or if he was playing not bad, what we would do is we would arc the tackle to the overhang, still ace into the backside, trap the four, cut him off, tap the foot, tight off the double team, inside, tap the foot, follow, and burst. Okay? That's how we would run counter to odd front. Okay? Obviously, If you're basing the tackle, it's going to be more off tackle run. If you arc, the hole should be here, okay, to the double team, okay. H, go through the inside number. Remember we talked about this earlier. If it's number 52, hit the 2, make him want to go around, and we can cut it off with him on the inside, right? So that right there is GH counter versus odd front. We don't see many 505. Nah, not really. We don't. Either we see tight front or we see straight head up. I mean, Coach, most people call it Oki, I believe. The Oki stuff. It's an Oki tight front. It's Oki 4-4-0-4. I don't know. I'm not a defensive coach. Coach is seeing bare front. That's tough. Or 4-2-2-4. The Mike stepping down. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, this is not a defensive clinic, but I do like even techniques. I don't know why. I always have. Um, but I would still have 5, have 2s, and 5s right there, right? And stack your middle backers. Okay. I mean, I like it. It's different. It doesn't have to be right or wrong. It is what it is. Mm. 2 seconds. Stop blowing me up. Sorry, guys. All right. What else we got? What else we got? We talked about so much tonight. Going on an hour and 15. Stop sharing that right now. We'll walk her back up, but it will be a 4-eye, 2-eye, 3 front, and typically have the overhang to the back, play in man line scrimmage. Yeah. I hear you. That's why you're a champ, coach. I'll be honest with you, coach. We don't see too much exotic stuff, right? I will say we saw more odd stack this year than I ever have in 10 years of coaching. I guess we played 12 games this year, and I swear to you, 4 or 5 of them were odd stack, which it is what it is, right? Just, I mean, before this past season, I might have seen 1 a year. So seeing 4 or 5 was culture shock, right? I mean, I know how to block it. It was just, dang. Coach started running at him. We put a tight end in the line, go 21 personnel, and they kind of got out of it quick. So. This has been absolutely awesome, guys. Y'all are the best. Truly, truly. Let me see. Again, if anybody wants to come on, I'll be on here and talk with me. More than welcome. If anybody's coming in late, anybody wants to watch this in replay, it'll be on the live section of my YouTube for anybody. I'll probably delete it off for Twitter just so I don't have a large video on Twitter. I'm just scouring back through comments. Let's see. Awesome. Well, um, oh, my bad, coach. I forgot about it. You got rules for inside zone versus outside zone. All right. So this is how I teach outside zone and inside zone. I'm just going to preface this with we are a gap scheme team. Okay. But we carry inside zone and outside zone. Okay. Um, this is how I'm pushing through my inside zone clinic with my guys. Right, it's how we install it. And this is not how a lot of people do it, right? But this is how we do it. And we have success with it. I mean, right or wrong. Okay. So let me share this. Boom. All right. Get rid of you. And of course, we're gonna go even front first because we can. And you know the never-ending debate. You know, do you run inside zone to the shade or to the three? Does not matter to me. Okay, does not matter to me. You can do it both ways. And I think if you only do it one way, you're just handicapping yourself because you have to flip your back. And defensive coordinators are assholes and they'll flip back and forth too. So anyway, um, we'll do 10 personnel so it's cleaner. And then we can kind of get into other stuff, variations like that. Okay, let me plug my phone in real quick before it dies. All right. So let's say we're gonna run inside zone to the shade. Okay, a lot of people like to do this because there's two true double teams. And this is where you get in trouble with some people saying that inside zone is not duo, duo is not inside zone. I'm not having that debate right now. We can have it a little later after this, but we will get into this right now. So come up, tackle. Okay, you got your C gap. Okay, because at the end of the day, you have your play side gap in inside zone. Okay, tackle has the C, guard has the B, A, B. Those are the gaps you are ultimately responsible for. Okay, at the end of the day, they start something twisting. They start bringing up some crazy stuff we haven't prepared for. At the end of the day, your rule is you have your gap from first level, second level to the end zone. Okay, run it your track. Okay, so that's kind of get that in their mindset. Okay, so tackle, you have your C gap. Okay, you're going to base block. Okay, I teach it just like down block. Okay, we are gap scheme folks. Okay, but you are going to base him out. You know, let him cross your face. That's why I teach it like a down block. Okay, do you want to know how I teach down blocks? I've already said it earlier in the video. Wind it back. It's on there. Okay, you let him cross your face. Keep him in C. Guard, you have your B gap. Okay, but two's better than one. Okay, I don't do covered uncovered rules. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, but we double. Okay, we want to get double teams. So you have your B gap ultimately. Okay, so center, you want to have your A gap ultimately. We're going to call ace. Okay, working to this play side linebacker. Okay, we're working a on to on double team. Okay, double team to an on linebacker. This linebacker is on. If we are working gap scheme, we're working to this guy. This is an off linebacker. On, off. Okay. That's my communication with it. So we're going to work to an on linebacker. So 4 eyes on the linebacker, 4 hands on the defensive lineman. Okay. He goes B gap. You got him because you have B. You stay on him. Okay. If he stunts B, you take him and base him. You step to his hip. You climb to the linebacker because he's probably going to have B A gap. Okay. That's how we do that. So we sort 2 for 2. Same thing on the backside. Guard, you have your A gap. You step A, go tackle. You step B. We work a double team to the mic. Okay. He goes now. You got him. You cut him off. Okay. Tough block. But we rep this every day. Okay. Working on linebackers. We work a lot of half line. Okay. If he goes, He goes A and he goes B. Okay, you pass him off, guard takes him, tackle climbs to the mic. Okay, so there to there, read him. Okay, on zone. Okay, we read the butt crack of the center. Okay, he gets movement over here. You keep it straight down the pipe. Okay, if he works more into the center, he can't get movement, and we end up banging here and going to the wheel, then he'll go to the B gap. That's running back clinic, not OL clinic. Okay. So that's inside zone. Okay. To the shade. Okay. Now, there's two ways of doing this. Not saying it's right or wrong. This is the way we've done it. I'll teach you how we do it to a 3 technique. All right. So, this is what we've also done. Okay. Base, base. Don't let him cross your face. Okay. Guard, scoop technique. Get through, protect your B, protect your A gate. You might have to take steps behind the line to get there. Okay. But you're right there. Center, stab and climbs. What I teach him, stab and climb. So the center's going to snap. He's going to stab through the nose. Okay. So put his hand right there so the guard can overtake, piggyback, however you want to call it. Okay. And then he's going to climb the play side linebacker. So he's going to snap, stab, get a shoulder in there, and he's going to climb off on this linebacker right here. He's going to take him over, and the tackle's going to sift through the B gap. Crosses his face, you take him. He goes outside, you climb now to the mic. Okay? I feel like doing this because there's a line back right there. Okay? To answer your question, Coach Gardner, it does not matter to me. It really doesn't. Depends on which one do you like. Can your center stab and climb? Run to the 3. If you can't stab and climb, run to the shade. Okay? Get in the pistol. The defense can't shift, right? So, either way, okay? Let me back it on up. So, how we handle a 2-eye? We're doing this 2-eye and a 1 technique shade. Is that what you're asking, Coach? Both 2-eye. Okay, gotcha. Okay, both 2-eye. So we would treat it like it's a 3. We treat it like it's a shade. So we would go here, double there. He would now he has a gap. So if he has to drive this dude in this direction, so be it. Okay. So he's there. Tackle's going to check through his B gap, make sure he doesn't doesn't stunt to the B, and then he climb. Okay. Or if he wants to play, he's here, he wants to play more into the guard, he'll come in, get a shot right there, and then climb. Okay. And there's still that wind back right there. Okay. So we would treat it like 2-2s, or if it's the shade 3, we would just declare, hey, we're blocking those 2 for those 2. Okay. That's how we would handle that. Okie stack. All right. Oh, it's becoming inside zone clinic. Oh, bad. I'm assuming he's talking about Okie, talking about tight front. Okay. Like that, coach. I'm assuming. Okay. So this is how we would handle this. Let's say we're in a spread formation. Okay. We want it to be a 10 personnel run. Okay. We're like this. Okay. So they have 6. We have a guy on the roof. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So we're just like this. So we're this far out. I'm only worrying about this. Okay. So the way we would handle it is we would call it deuce right here, working these two for these two. Okay. It's a big old thing right there. Okay. Those two for those two. You still have C gap. You still have B gap. Okay. Still got our gaps right here. A, B, C. Because remember when we first started this talk, okay, we talked about at the end of the day, on zone, you have your play side gap. Okay. So when they start doing all this twisting and stunting and blitzing guys from depth, who's in your gap? Okay. So you have your C, you have your B. You're going 2 for 2. Okay. A and A, working there. Backside tackle is sifting. Okay. We just talked about it. He's blocking through the B gap. That's his play side gap. So he's going to step play side. Once he steps, gets the second foot in the ground, he has his eyes in his gap. Whatever happens, happens. If this 4-eye goes B, that's my man. I'm blocking him. Get my head across. Don't let him cross my face. Okay. If I step B gap, okay, it's almost like he's like backside cutoff on outside zone. Okay. So he is running through. Okay. If he goes C, he's got to be B, right? Or they're not sound defense. Okay. So now you're running to cut off the will. Okay. And then we are reading the C gap defender. Okay. Whoever it is. The end, if he goes out, go. Okay. If he goes inside, he goes there. That's what we're reading space. Okay. If he goes and he chases, okay, because we're running back reading the nose, however, get push on him. If he goes this side, bang it in A gap. He goes this side, bang it in the backside A gap. Okay. Okay. Now we're reading space. Quarterback's going to pull it and do whatever. Okay. So that's how we would block against odd stat. Do you prefer to just down block tight end on counter, play side to him, or do you have him arc outside guys? Are you asking against any defense? Are you talking about in general? Are you talking about are you talking about on odd front, even front? Be a little more specific, coach. We'll talk about whatever. Let me clean this up real quick. Let's see. Let's do this. I'll go ahead and just dictate what we're going to do. Okay. Let's say we got okay. So this is what we would do, coach. Just in anything. We try and keep rules for them the same, but what do you find most effective? Gotcha. All right. So we're going to run, let's say we're going to run quarterback counter to the right. Okay. So you decide how you want to handle this. Let's say they bring, hold on. So they got, we'll go here. We'll just put the whole thing on there so people can see what we're doing. Okay. So Okay. 11. Cool. So what we do? We're on quarterback counter to the right. So we would call a double right here to the middle backer. Call an ace to this other linebacker that's playing overhang or however they want to do this. Let me make it a little better. It's not what they're going to do. Okay. Let's say they got him apex. Okay. And they're going to have him here. Okay. So we're going to block the space. Okay. We're going to pull and we're going to kick the overhang. He comes off the edge. Okay. And we're going to pull and wrap, tie off the double team. Okay. Bash fake to hold him. Lean quarterback count. Okay. Now, if you need to send him now, hit this defensive end in the back because he's chasing, do it. Okay. If he's more of a read guy, bash fake it. Or you can run backs, right? You can straight up read this dude. Run the best play in football. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, get back going. Okay. We usually, to answer your question, we like to have the tight end block down. Okay. A lot of times, especially against odd front. Now, if it's not odd front, okay, here, back, end, 3. Okay, we got three in the box. 3 linebackers in the box. Great. Okay. We have a tag. Yes, if the end stays outside, we pull it. If he chases the guard, the tackle pulling, then we'll hand it off. Yes, sir. Okay. So talk about this a little bit. So we come up here. We'll say we're running again, right? We're going to run quarterback counter. We'll call a heavy call. Okay. Heavy tells the tight end to block down. Okay, he's blocking down to the middle backer. There's 3 linebackers in the box. So we have the point, -1, +1. Okay. We call heavy. Okay. If there's no heavy call, the double team goes to the point with 3 linebackers. Heavy call means we're bumping back 1. So the double is going to the wheel. Center's got the nose. Okay. The Y is taking a track tight off the tackle. They're working together, right? Down off the tackle, working to the mic. Okay. Trap the in-man line of scrimmage. Pull for the +1. Okay. Run bash. Okay. Lean and go. Okay. Reading this guy. He goes out here. Quarterback pull it, run counter. He chases the guard. Chase the guard and tackle pulling. Hand it off. Hash number sideline. Okay. Best play in football. Now, no heavy tag. No heavy tag. Now, we double to the middle. Block there. Tight end. Okay. Arcs outside. Trap the in man. +1. Running back. Okay. What about this guy, coach? Okay. Either he's going to see guards flowing and pulling, or he's a dude who's going to make the play over top. Okay. That's why I like 2x2 formations. Okay. So you can have a guy come in and crack. Okay. If the curve is over him, X can crack him, make the corner, make the play. Okay. That's how he would do it, right? Make corners have to tackle. The weak side tackles the back. You're talking about this look right here, coach? Yeah. So that's why. So we'll have sort of like 2-by-2 formations, right? Where we have somebody coming back opposite of the tight end. Okay. If they had this right here, let's clean this up first. Let's clean it up. Okay. Okay. So now we have this look, reading him. Okay. We'll go stalk him and crack inside, and we'll have the X crack the safety. Okay. Now, if they pull and trigger, then we should be throwing RPOs. Okay. But this right now is quarterback run. Okay. If these guys are triggering off the edge, any type of fake, then we should be faking and throwing RPOs off them. But that's another talk. Okay. But off this theory, crack, crack, and we're outside. Okay. Okay. But also game planning. If we're seeing this and we see this guy isn't doing anything, if he's staying right here or he's staying over top, then we'll RPO this guy. Okay, because if he's not going to move, cool. If he is moving, he's either going to get pulled off. If he's going to be playing backside, then we can get an extra hat to the play side. We won't have a bash fake. If he's not going to move, great. Okay, then we will go here. Okay, we can arc him, kick, go there, have the T block C gap, and then we roll and we run right there. Okay, I mean if he's not going to move, but if he's going to run, go bash. Okay, if he's going to rock outside, okay, then you need to have some type of a run, some type of a read that reads this guy to replace this hole right here. I mean that's game planning, right? That's one play, right? Anyway. Let's see. All right. Single dad duties. Appreciate you taking the time tonight, coach. Till next time, have a good night. Appreciate you, coach. Appreciate it, guys. All right. Hour 45 coming up. Appreciate everybody for coming in and watching. So this is hitting C gap. If you wanted to hit A or B, how do you draw that? Coach, if you wanted to run that to the A or B, then dictate where you want your double teams to go and dictate the running back's path going A or B. Okay. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it a night because it is 9:43, and I have no more water and my throat is killing me. Again, I'm going to put this up here. Tatum OL Coaches Clinic right here on January 25th. Make sure you guys are tapped in with me. DM me on Twitter if you guys want to talk. Come and watch, listen, guys speak. I do need 2 more speakers. If you guys want to come on, if somebody wants to come on and speak with me, that's fine. We can come on. We need 2 more speakers. Let me see what time slots I need. Because I had a coach take over the 4:30 spot, so I need a 3 o'clock and I need a 5:30 to 6. So I need 2 more speakers. If anybody wants to come do that, more than a little more than would love to talk to you about it. Come on. But appreciate everybody for coming and watching. On Twitter, had 942 people like click on or scroll past it. 10 people on YouTube. Had more than that. It was absolutely awesome. Appreciate everybody, guys. That heavy tag, guys, we talked about quarterback counter. I put a video on it. If you guys want to go check that out, just scroll down my page. I showed you run that quarterback counter, how great it was. It's a 3-man box. So appreciate everybody for watching. And I will catch y'all the next time. See y'all.